how can we change the order of columns. For example, in the previous example, we tried to show two columns, P code and P discrete in this order. Then just simply say select the P code, then followed by P discrete. But if you swap the ordering, like a P discrete first and the P code, you can just simply swap the order of columns for these select statements. Since it's pretty obvious, I will not test it. But instead, for rows ordering, that is kind of sorting of your Excel data. In this case, we have to get the result, and then given this result, we are going to use some ordering. So let's read the example, and using the example, you may better understand. List all products where price is at least 30. So we will get the subset of products that meet this condition based on the price. And then order the report in descending vendor code. Since in our data, one vendor can provide many products, if you do not sort the products, all vendor codes, same vendor code will be scattered. But here in the result, as you can see, one vendor, if they provide multiple products, they will be combined together and it's going to be sorted based on this vendor code in descending order. So we want to get this kind of result. But still, if you have same vendor, for example, 25595 here, currently this vendor provides 3 products whose prices are greater than or equal to 30. Then among the 3 products, we want to apply one more sorting. In this case, we want to apply alphabetical over product code. So we are going to sort based on the P code. If vendor code is the same, and in this case, alphabetical order means instead of descending, we want to apply ascending sorting. So now you understand how you can get the result. So let's develop SQL statements. Okay, again, let's start with the simple select statements. Select. Now, let's say everything we want to show from product table. Now, condition is given as P, which column price is at least greater than equal to 30. And then we are going to apply sorting. So my recommendation is when there is a kind of lengthy SQL statements like these questions, you may want to stop in one step and get the test result and then move on further by adding more conditions or sorting. So I may just copy and I will just run it as kind of subset here. I will click go. Then I have several products. But now you can see, given this result, although this condition P price is greater than equal to 30 has been applied, if you get the vendor code, these are all scattered. For example, same 25595 is here, but over there you may find the same vendors. So first, what we want to do, we want to apply sorting, ordering based on this vendor code. So now it's time to expand our current query. So here, after where condition, we can add a new keyword that is order by. Order by which column? Vendor code. And then there are 2 different mechanisms, 2 modes. One is ascending, the other one is descending. So if it's descending, after the column name, you have to specify it is descending. So the keyword is DESC. So let's start again here. And then let's get the result. So here, go to SQL. And here, if you apply and then go, now can you see the different result? In PHP MyAdmin, if it is sorted, you can see there is numbers. The first sorting has been conducted in these columns. That's the meaning. And the arrow is currently down. So down means it's descending. So 25595 or here and then smaller vendor code, so it's all merged for each vendor code and it's sorted. But again, given the same vendor, since there are multiple products, we want to apply second ordering. Second ordering is based on P code. So can we add one more? Yes, we can do that. So in current SQL, we are going to add one more ordering. Then do not type order by one more time, but just separate with comma. And then you can apply second ordering category, that is a P code. In this case, it is ascending. The keyword is ASC. So how does it work? It will get the result based on this P price. And then given this result, we will apply ordering. The first category is weak code. So using weak code, it's going to be descending. Since one vendor, same vendor, can provide multiple products, so we want to apply second ordering. That's based on P code. And you can specify whether it's descending or ascending. Technically, ascending is the default value. So actually this one is optional. If you do not add ascending, automatically ascending order will be applied. But I recommend add this ASC as the keyword because it makes your SQL statements much clearer. So let's test it. So here, if you go to database and SQL, and let's apply it. So click, go. So now you can see there is number 2 and there is number 1. Based on number 1, it's a down, descending order, but you can see there is up arrow. That means the second category we apply ascending order. So given the same vendor code, ascending order P code has been applied. That's how we can order the data. Next topic is also very interesting. That's about derived data. So I use this term even in the conceptual modeling. If you remember, we have sales form, sales data, and there is kind of a total value. That's price multiplied by quantity, and this kind of derived value. Derived value means you can derive it using already given column values we did not save in the table. Here is a good example. By definition, inventory value means a product's price multiplied by on-hand quantity. In this case, we did not save this inventory value in the table, because if you change the price, the inventory value will be changing. Even when you change on-hand quantity, inventory value will be changing. So if you have inventory value as a separate column, when you update either price or on-hand quantity, you need to manually update this inventory value as well, or you may need to develop separate trigger programs. That's pretty messy, because you don't need to. It's unnecessary, because inventory value can be obtained always when you want using given price and on-hand quantity values. Then you don't have to worry about updating this inventory value. So this kind of inventory value is derived from basis, column, price, or on-hand quantity. In that case, we can just directly get it even using SQL. So let's do it. So here, okay, so in this SQL, we are going to use a select, and we want to show P code and the P description as we have done before. But this time, we want to use price information and the quantity on hand. And then the last one is the derived value. Derived value is inventory value, and the meaning is P price multiplied by Q quantity on hand. So now the question is, can we use this kind of mathematical expression, multiple star with quantity on hand, like that? Yeah, actually it works. So the meaning is inventory value will be retrieved using this information already given, P price and the quantity on hand. So let's test it. So here, from product, So I will run it and let's see whether it is inventory value. So go to database and go to SQL and let's copy and paste it, and then let's click go. So now you can see here P price column quantity on hand, and simply you can just look at the multiplication of these two numbers is given in this third column. The result has the last column, but in actual table we do not have these columns. So the meaning of this result is what? Inventory value. So that is good enough. However, sometimes you may wanna use instead of this mathematical formula as the column heading, we may wanna use a alias. Using alias, we can rename it so as we want to use inventory value as the name of this derived value. Then we can use this new name. It's not column name, but it's just link names. Let's rerun, and pretty similar result, but only heading will be changed. So click go, and you will see INV value. Just one quick note is here we did not use any space, but suppose you want to add some space like this, then any space is not allowed as an alias. If there is a you need to add a space, actually you have to enclose all these alias in the single quote, then it will work.